This is the first day of Ramadan, Rumi. People all day, they didn't drink, they didn't eat until just now. Can you believe that? Now they're gonna have breakfast. What do you think about that?
But it's night time.
I know, but it's breakfast time. Can you believe that? So happy, blessed Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak. And this is the Ramadan vibe in Tamraght.
There is no difference in Tamraght.
I see a big difference.
What is the difference?
I see the streets are quieter and a lot of the people are just tourists out. I think the Moroccans are mostly hiding, or some of them are working. Businesses seem to be open as usual, cafes, restaurants, as this is a very big tourist destination. Here we are. So we're heading to the park today, but you'll see what life is like here in Tamraght. All right, once again, Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Saeed. This is my 5th Ramadan I've been in Morocco for. 2020, Corona time, 2021, also Corona time. And the vibe then was even more quiet than now. Right now, a ton of tourists everywhere. Things are open. That time there were no tourists, even if it wasn't Corona. There was definitely less tourists in this area. And it's definitely a different vibe. 2023, 2024, also Ramadan, and I spent one of those days fasting. For those that aren't familiar with Ramadan, you don't drink water, you don't eat all day, and you concentrate on your prayer, contemplation, closeness to God. And I really like that this increases empathy, you know, feeling what those without food and water would feel. Not relying, but leaning on God for strength when you feel weakness. I think that's a beautiful thing. And keeping away from vices, you know. Some people got some vices. Only some people, right? Everyone's got vices, let's be real. But I just want to make this video to show what it's like in Tamraght these days during Ramadan, because I made a video about Marrakesh during Ramadan and what it's like. It was really chill, because all the pushy shopkeepers that can be there, you know, everyone wants you in their store. They're just snoozing, they're relaxing. So Ramadan in Marrakesh was actually pretty nice. Corona time, it was Ramadan and we went to the court, right? Because we had overstayed our visa by a year and some months. And afterwards we went to a cafe near the court and we had chicken pastilla, I think, or something like that. And some people were in the comments saying, oh, you know, don't eat in public, it's Ramadan. But the funny thing is, these cafes are open and I think they want the business there, right? If they didn't, they probably wouldn't open. So it's a funny thing. Ramadan in Morocco during, or better to say, in tourist areas, because we did go to Rabat one time, and Rabat isn't one of your traditional tourist places in Morocco. Yes, tourists do go there, and I think more and more as the city's image is sharpening, but it is more traditional than, let's say, Tamraght. We were surprised because we were expecting to go to your Baba Cool morning cafe, and we walked all morning around the Medina. Nothing was open. We felt like fools looking for a coffee. So you live and you learn, right? But this video is for people, Moroccans, to just hear an outsider's perspective and to take a peek into what life is like in Tamraght. Tamraight's just south of Taghazout, by the way, for those who don't know. Taghazout's back there behind me. And for those tourists who are wondering, what's it like to travel to Morocco during Ramadan? Is it the same experience? Of course not. Is it a bad experience? Of course not. Is it a good experience? I would say so. It's a real insight into the culture, into the people, and you might learn something. You could even try fasting if you dare for a day or two, and I'm sure that Moroccan hospitality, you will find someone that will invite you to their home or their friends for Iftar, the way they break their fast in the evening. So it's when the sun sets, they have the call to prayer, and we could drink water, we could have a little snack. And I always feel for the animals during Ramadan, because I think they usually eat a lot during the day, scraps and whatnot. But during Ramadan, I think they have a little fasting for themselves too, as there's not so much food going around. There is, though, here in Tamraght. Restaurants will have reduced hours. Shops will be opening a bit later than usual. But overall, you could still surf in this area. You could still go to your shops. You could socialize, skateboard, as we saw. Things aren't that different, just quieter, different hours. And come sunset, don't try and sit down and expect a meal to be served to you right away, because it's going to be priority to those that have not drinking or eaten throughout the day, and I respect that. And they'll go for the prayer, they'll dress up, and that's that. So it's the first day of Ramadan in Tamraght, and this is what you can expect if you are traveling to Morocco for the first time during Ramadan. Don't be scared. Well, depends where you go. If you really need your coffee, don't go to Rabat. Maybe we could have found it at McDonald's or something. But yeah, come see what it's like. Don't be afraid of Ramadan. Don't be afraid of Ramadan in Morocco, especially. I think it's probably more laid back than some places. I can imagine in other countries, or they might not be so friendly to people eating in public. But there's the donut guy coming around selling donuts. Rumi wanted one, we got one. It was stale, it was not good. But what are you gonna do? Kids don't usually fast anyway, so maybe he's around here for the kids. This is a long rant, I know, but it's Ramadan, so I want to reflect on that. I remember growing up, I only knew like 2 Muslims in high school, and one was fasting and he was on the American football team. It was always like, how do you play after not eating and drinking all day? It's really hard. But there are professionals that do this, say football, what's his name? Moroccan guy, 18 years old, plays for Barcelona. But he has the medical team watching out for him, making sure he's staying hydrated, not eating too much food at the end of the day, which could tend to happen. You feel deprived and then you overeat. I know I've done that myself, even when I'm not fasting, guilty of overeating. But yeah, professional athletes do it. Seems to be very healthy. Doctors will agree that some water fasting, food fasting is a good way to clean the system, keep you kind of reset. And each year, Ramadan starts 11 days earlier, I believe, due to the differences in the Islamic calendar as well as the Gregorian calendar. I don't know if I'm saying this right. I didn't do any research before recording this video. This is just stuff off the top of my head. So it's quite rare that we both have Lent and Ramadan happening at the same time. Ash Wednesday was the day that Ramadan began in Saudi Arabia. We started today, Thursday, in Morocco. Depends when you see the crescent moon. And this is something that all Muslims will do. That's like 99.9% of Morocco, if I'm not mistaken, minus foreign residents and things like that. So it is a special time in Morocco. And this last hour, as the sun is going to set, is when you'll see more and more Moroccans coming out to exercise, to run, to play football, to keep their minds off their fast, to stay busy. And then afterwards, they get that nice recovery meal. So that's the rhythm of Ramadan in Morocco. It's quiet in the mornings, the streets are quiet, and if you walk around the sunset time, you're going to smell some amazing smells, that's for sure, and everyone will be inside. And then people will come out, stores will open again, and it's kind of a lively atmosphere. So again, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem. I don't know if Ramadan Saeed is a thing, but I keep saying it. So we'll see you next time. We're going to do some Ramadan cooking. Don't worry about that. And God bless. Now as the shadows get long, it starts to get very quiet out here. How many sleeps till Souk Day? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 more sleeps till Souk Day. Who are you waving to? This is the first day of Ramadan, Rumi. People all day, they didn't drink, they didn't eat until just now. Can you believe that? Now they're gonna have breakfast. What do you think about that?
But it's night time.
I know, but it's breakfast time. Can you believe that?
No.
They're gonna have soup now for breakfast, and dates, and shabakia.
What is Shabaki?
It's like these really sweet things. I think you've tried it. And orange juice. They're gonna have orange juice. And what else are they gonna eat? Some briwat, some mini pizzas. It's breakfast time now. Can you believe that?
No.
All day they didn't eat and drink. They're gonna drink water. Do you know how good that water's gonna taste? Very good.
All the time they didn't drink anything or food.
Nope, all day since the sun's been up, since this morning. Since you wanted me to read you ghost stories. What do you think about that? That's what you think about that?
It's over.